Yeah, I probably want 4 Wraths in the 75. Let's put the 4th one in the board here for sure. All right, Esper Reanimator. So yesterday we had played a Reanimator deck that was really closer to an Esper control deck more than anything. This, what's going on, Skirt? How's life as the anime protagonist? God bless, welcome back. This build is a more all-in Reanimator strategy. We've got a bunch of fatties that we literally can't cast. I don't know what this card does, so we're going to take a hot second and read it together. When it deals combat damage to a player, reveal that many cards from the top of your library, put any number of dinosaur creatures from them on the battlefield, put the rest on the bottom in any order. That's awesome. That's fantastical. That is truly wonderful. So a couple of people, this card hasn't been seeing a ton of play in the format, so people are like, how are we reanimating? Connive concocts a reanimate spell. Surveil 3 and then put a creature into play. Worth noting here that this card is self-enabling. This is a card that even if you don't have a fatty in the bid, you could just concoct and hope to hit one. So I'm looking forward to gambling a little bit today. Let's dive in, shall we? I don't remember what rank we're starting at. I think we were like 300 something last time. We were definitely solidly out of the percentages. Everything's going exactly as expected. Everything's going exactly as expected. Just like we drew it up. Chemister's insight lets us spin fatties. GBL. Percentages, here we come. Well, I'm glad we put the 4th Kaya's Wrath in the sideboard already. I'm gonna put that on top because our only hope at this point is curving into Kaya's Wrath. Well, I mean, if we were able to live to this card, we'd have a real chance. It's a good solid surveil there. You like the opponent mousing over our graveyard? They're probably reading that dragon for the first time too. Yikes! All right. Well, we're dead. No, stop it. Get some jam. Don't put sleep in your deck that can play actual sweepers. That's some hot nonsense. The air dinos were really big. Wrath is like a sleep that you recast every turn. Yep. If we wanted more than that, we could play Cleansing Nova. That game was a good example of why the build we played yesterday that was an Esper control deck first, a Reanimator deck second, was pretty successful. Trying to just be linear in this format. Unlike Modern, trying to be linear in this format generally is not rewarded because the aggro decks are going to give you the business. Mono blue is going to counter your spells. Yeah, Kaya's good against mono blue and Drakes. So, Sakura, one of the things you have to break yourself of is that you don't just look at the deck and say, you can't play Island with Kaya's Wrath. The question you have to ask yourself is you need to not be lazy to do actual math. So this article here, the Mana Math article from Frank Karsten, will tell you what are the appropriate number of symbols you need to cast your spells consistently. So it isn't that you can't play Island with Kaya's Wrath, it's that you need to be playing an appropriate number of black and white sources in addition to that Island with Kaya's Wrath. It's very easy to fall into that trap of, I can't play islands because I should take Nullhide Ferox, right? That's the one I want. It's very easy to fall into the trap of just telling yourself, oh, I can't play islands with Kaya's Wrath, but in reality, the question you need to be asking yourself is, do I have enough other colored sources? Adding more lands is the best fixing. Completely agree. I had a mild heart attack when he said that. Tra-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la-la. Alright, we have the rats. We get 2 shots at a white source here. If this deck wins a single best of 3, I'll permanently snag a tier 3 sub. Alright, well now we got goals, chat. I like having goals. Alright, well there's no... Do I want to Mortify here as a gain 2? I don't think I do. So, 2 shots at a white source. Yay, magic. Magic. That was kind of disappointing. It's just like, that's just not even on the deck, right? It's just like, yeah, we should probably main deck all 4 of the Wraths. That's probably a good idea. And that, yeah, the volatility of the rank system really showing there, right? Like, we lost to someone who was rank 100, and we dropped 200 spots almost. So, Jackal Girl, one of the things you're doing here is you're just defaulting to looking at the number of lands that we're playing and then coming to bad conclusions. So that game was just unlucky. We have 25 lands, and we have 2 Charter Cores, 4 Discovery, 3 Search for Azcanta. So we have a bunch of cards that let us see more cards per game. So the number of cards you're seeing per game also impacts the number of lands you play. Thought Erasure. So when you have these cards that let you see more cards per game, you can play less lands. It's very human to like knee jerk and want to add lands and cut lands when you flutter screw, but you need to like be more objective than that, like step back and like look at the whole picture. Sand's fine. Not amazing, but fine. The shuffler is too flat. I wish you would stop fixing these common pitfalls so I could keep my edge at F and M. This deck would love a Cathartic Reunion. Alright, we're gonna take the one that doesn't die to our Wrath. I'm gonna keep that for next turn. So they Chain Whirler me down to 16. They attack me to 10 next turn. Then we Wrath, and hopefully we get something going after that. Yeah, there was a girl aggro deck that top 8 at the Grand Prix over the weekend. Yes, it does, Bob. All of the mid-range aggro decks are just completely unplayable against Sultai. Arena has an individual turn time limit as opposed to a strict chess clock like Magic Online has. I actually prefer Magic Arena's clock to Magic Online's in general. They both have some issues, but in general, I prefer what this deck is doing, or how this clock works. I'm gonna restart my client really quick, just in case we're disconnected. The tournament on Wednesday is gonna be kinda miserable if all these disconnects are still happening. These people are great, buy their stuff. These people also great, buy their stuff. Since the last patch, Arena has been having a ton of you're disconnected and not telling you you're disconnected, and then just like you sit there and then you come back and you've lost the match. Yeah, it sounds like my timer's going down now that I'm reconnecting. Yeah, they played the Chain Whirler and it was my turn. I'm actually gonna leave both of those there. That's kind of frustrating. So, if it feels like your timer's going down. No, Wednesday is a Twitch tournament, Paradise Sal, for streamers. I'll be posting details and singing it from the rooftops when I've got sub tournament details set up. That's probably not going to be till March at the earliest. I need time to put the details together. Well then. Well, we had a chance. And then we died. And then we died. Nice turn 4 Wrath. Turn 4 Wrath as your first piece of interaction is not good enough. Kaya's in the sideboard for mono blue and Drakes. Some of these Esper decks have been playing one of her in the main deck, 1 to 2 in the main deck, just for tools against that. To be fair, they basically had 8 points of reach that game. So, effective burn spells tend to be good. Turn 4 Wrath on the play. All right. If we'd have been on the play that game, our turn 4 Wrath would have been good enough. No, Arena's never going to have card trading. Many people find dealing with secondary markets miserable, and card trading it adds the added layers of potential online gambling to the application. Yeah, Gorklan Rampager saw a lot of play in Standard. She's good against search for Azcanta decks. I don't know about good, but passable. I guess she's good against the combo-based search decks. I'm just going to be conservative here since I have a second one and just 1-for-1 this. I think in general, in Magic, you should probably always be playing proactive decks if you have the option to. Yeah, this is definitely the GP list, because that's the unclaimed territories in it. Just looking for a Connive Concoct at this point. Another 2 more lands in a row, that'd be good too, you know? No big deal. Think our poker hand beats their poker hand? I hope so. They didn't have a 4-drop last turn, so maybe they don't have anything very good this turn either. Karn, we're really not worried about. Think of them Growth Chamber Guardian, actually, because they're missing a land at the moment. Rats, gambled and lost. No, that actually can just stay there, right? I'm just gonna cast it. Here's my 7/7, enjoy. Thunk.
Are you certain of your decision?
If we find the 8 mana dinosaur, we could cast that one too. The one that's just white, the one with the keyword soup. Okay. Okay. They get to collision her, but like then I draw a card. So that seems like a fine exchange for me. So we get a 1 for 0. Then like I have another concoct for next turn. I can flip my search for Azcanta over as well.
Good choice.
They're worth holding lands to blink the dino. Maybe. Alistor would be real good right now. Alright, no haste means they're probably not attacking this turn. Really? Okay, that's super aggressive. I guess I am at 14. I don't know, Con. It's very similar, that's for sure. I think I prefer the Whirler version. Like, Cindervines is really good, and the Splash is, like, pseudo-free. Hey, Unknown Stuper, thank you for the 12 months. I appreciate the entire year. Welcome, welcome, welcome back. Yeah, I'm okay with both of those on top, right? Oh, no, 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 no. Alright, I hit Zetalpa at least. I should have activated Azcanta first. I should have activated Azcanta first. Is what should have happened. So that way I cleared and could have found more dinosaurs. Should have activated Azcanta to clear the 2 cards I knew off the top of my deck and grab the Chart of Course to discard this Zacama.
Action is needed.
I think we're dead. Are we dead? I think we're actually dead. It doesn't matter. Or they attacked with CGN Commander, so we're no longer dead. Nope, that's not true. Still dead. Right? Yeah, we're still dead. They pump this here and then they throw 2 goblins at me. Right, I could draw a removal spell off of the pump spell. Dead. Alright, to the unranked queue we go. Say our vibrant colors. Nerds, thanks for the 8 months. I appreciate the 2/3 of a year. Welcome back. Chat, we didn't have a Zacama in play, and we were dead on that attack. For people that didn't understand how we were dead on that attack, we were taking 6 inside of combat, and they were throwing 2 goblins at our face to deal 4. So we were taking 10, and we were at 9. I really don't care. I want to play against meta decks, so unranked being full of meta decks is good. I mostly just don't want to, like, throw away my rank into the percentages for no reason, if the deck's obviously clunky and bad. Those games really showed why the not all in Reanimator build that we played yesterday is much better on average, I think, than something like this. Because a deck like this, most of the time, is going to get run over by efficient decks like the Groll deck that we just died to. So, the person who submitted this deck said they were submitting a real Reanimator deck, unlike the one we played yesterday. Well, the one we played yesterday, we won a lot of matches with, and the reason why we won so many matches with it is because it wasn't all in on the Reanimate plan, and it was being interactive. Oh, there goes the Concoct. Let's just fill the graveyard up. We only mulliganed to 5. I think my opponent went to 5 as well. Alright. Stroke, Negate, Thief of Sanity, Gaea's Wrath out. Probably don't need Zacama in this matchup. It's like turn 6, Nezahal. This deck does have a nice curve. I need more cuts here, right? So I don't know. It feels like we have too many cards in the sideboard for control, which I guess doesn't surprise me considering we really didn't have anything for aggro and we just got dumpstered. Need to cut 3 things here. Kaya's for mono blue, Drakes, and the Azcanta combo decks. It's fine, not amazing, but fine. Thought Erasure into Thief of Sanity. Opponent mulligan to force, so they're going to concede. Nissa Vital Force is an extra source of card advantage that can also serve as being aggressive. So, it's a card that generates card advantage when you want it to, but it also just lets you close the game when you need to close the game out. It's a card that's flexible depending on what matchup you're playing. I mean, all we did was play unranked for a long time, Paradise Sal. We played against a real deck. Putting in unclaimed territory? No. You'd have to have 2 unclaimed territories to cast either of your things. Pentreon coming in with the promises. Thank you for the very generous tier 3 sub. I appreciate that. Hope you're having a good Monday wherever you're at. I'm going to be greedy and ditch both of these. Because, like, between this draw and, like, looks with Azcanta, we should have a good chance to hit more lands in this game. Green, thank you very much for the brand new Prime support. I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people making a lot of great stuff. Thanks for shipping your Bezo bucks this way this month. Barbarics, I feel very pretty in pink. Thank you for the 9-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. We're looking for Kaya's Wrath, right? Perfect. Perfect. Just like we drew it up. The Flampler coming in hot with the Prime support. Thank you very much and welcome. All right. Do we Kaya's Wrath here, or do we just concoct for the lulz? Kaya's Wrath is probably the conservative play, right? Be a touch conservative. We can always concoct next turn. I have double concocts. Like, even if they have, like, a duress in their main deck, we'll be okay. Zerim's mother. Thanks for shipping that Twitch Prime as well, Zerim. I appreciate it. Hope you're having a good start to your week. Brendan, cashing that Prime support in as well. Welcome, folks. Beer's Edge. Thanks for the Beza bucks, folks. I appreciate the sub trade. Thanks for keeping me employed here. All right, I'm in for this chart, of course, right? Actually, I'm going to keep an untapped land as well. No, because I'm bidding all of these because I'm about to hit them with the thing. And this, I want the most dinos on top of my deck. God, that animation is great. Roar. What a tilt. You tried, little avatar. You tried. You did your darndest. You did your darn due diligence. Snappy boy ate itself. There can be only one. Gishath. Whatever this card is called. There can be only one. Yeah. Even when you resub off stream, you still get to drop that notification the next time you come in. So thanks for the support, Pithy. I appreciate it. Welcome back. Yep. Hard cast. Zetalpa is a go. Do I steal? I was wondering, do I steal the Lord so I can hit them? I think that's actually the line. So I can activate Azcanta this turn too. So like this means they can't block my Sun's Avatar profitably in combat. Yoink! I'll take that. Yeah, there'll be dinos. Yeah, the Primal Tide is an elder dino, chat. Elder dinos. The 7/6 has Trample. It's a big, mean smashing machine. Alright, so Eldest Reborn seems mediocre here. Lyra seems good. Thought Erasure is probably not amazing. Mortify, spot removal is probably fine. Let's run it. Does Declan like this deck? He probably would. Chart, of course, gets the Ganesh into the Gishath, whatever this does. Gets the Sun's Avatar into the bin. Hopefully it takes us to the second white source to have Wrath on curve. Sweet. Who are the people on the Welcome to Hoaglandia banners? They are people who have funded the realm. They're people who have contributed large amounts of money to the stream for various things. Alright, so we're gonna hit for 5 here. Teysa is gonna make Death Bloom Thallid trigger twice. We do get to Wrath them next turn. What 5-drop do they have? Okay, that's not so bad. They missed 2 points of damage on their sequencing there. So they're gonna get 2 1/1s. Unfortunately, my leftovers are not particularly good here. Although if we hit a Concoct, we could get right back in this for sure. We're drowning, chat. Yeah, a bunch of egos, moments, and cast downs is probably not unreasonable. I shifted things around, Sega, and I slid all the Kaya's Wraths into the main. Sometimes the magic happens. Hey, Pajama Ben, thank you for the $15 tip. I appreciate it. Bumping up the big blue deck I've heard so much about and definitely did submit. That's okay. Doesn't matter who submitted it. Thank you for the support. I'll be happy to get that bumped up after we're done today. I believe that I'll put it to be being played tomorrow or Wednesday, or tomorrow or Thursday. Wednesday is the Rivals tournament, so we will not be playing viewer decks. Yikes. Okay. Well, so you're saying there's a chance. Need some blue sources. I think I keep that just because it casts Kaya's Wrath. It also lets me cast Discovery next turn, right? Which is nice. Anything to get to the Wrath on curve seems reasonable. Perfect. And by perfect, I mean that island doesn't cast Kaya's Wrath. Do I have a deck list for the tournament? I do not. I was thinking about playing a climb deck, but after playing a bunch of after playing blue-green mirrors, I'm not sure I want to play Crisis Mirrors all day. I'm gonna keep the Isolated Chapel so I can Kaya's Wrath or Concoct next turn. If you mulligan at the start of a game of Magic, you get to scry once. It's a rule that's been around for a little bit. We have to get, like, unbreakable formations here. Nope. Okay, that's good. Did they upload the Rivals tournament to YouTube? I don't know. I know you can. You'll almost certainly be able to watch it on the replays on their Twitch channel, Bionic. And all of my matches will end up on YouTube. I'm gonna keep Chemister's Insight there. Just draw some cards. I agree. The scry on the mulligan is a very positive change. This is the part where like Vraska's contempt me and I weep silently, right? This thing's indestructible too, so we gain 1. You gain life equal to the number of creatures you control. So we don't actually gain life, but we do keep this and clear their board. You get to cast Plague Wind next turn. It's got a lot of keywords, okay? It needs the scrolling text. Oh, I forgot there was another strike coming. Dimir Spy doling out some sub-gifties. Thanks for the support, I appreciate it. Will do, Dimir Spy. Thank you. One hasty dino, please. Rats, did we just brick? I think we just bricked. We're so unlucky, chat. Yeah, Kaya's was better, but then I didn't get a chance to put another dragon into play. Don't you want more dinosaurs and dragons, chat? Come on now. They're dinosaurs, right? This is Magic. I'm not used to having dragons, okay? We're still getting used to this whole thing. How are we doing, folks? Welcome. Good morning, good afternoon, good night to everybody wherever you're at in the world. Thanks for hanging out here today. My name is Jeff Hogan. I'm a full-time streamer and content producer here on Twitch. I'm here playing Magic 30, 40, 50 hours a week. If you are someone who enjoys standard, best of 3 constructed, this is definitely the channel for you. We play a ton of standard around here. As always, a big shout out to my wonderful subs. I wouldn't be here day in and day out without their wonderful support. They are quite literally the folks that keep me employed. I'd also like to give a quick shout out to some of my wonderful sponsors here. Quip provides a wonderful, affordable, quality electric toothbrush. And if you check them out using link bit.ly/HugoQuip, you get your first refill kit with a extra brush head, toothpaste, and battery from them for free. Also, as a special incentive to check out Quip, if you purchase something using that link, you'll get to bump a deck in my deck queue for free. Hey, Penterion, thank you for doling out that very generous tier 3 sub-giftee. You rock, good morning. Hurly Burly Studio does professional Magic the Gathering altars. They do border extensions like my wonderful basic lands here, as well as full art replacements. If you head on over to hurlyburlystudio.com, you can find a wonderful portfolio of all their work there. Cardsphere.com will love to help you turn your cards into other cards directly with other players. There's no haggling, and they just take a 1% fee off the top. And of course, InkDMing.com will love to help you customize your gaming experience using code Jeff12. You can save 12% on custom playmats, mouse pads, binders, and bags with them. You can upload your own custom artwork or choose from the wide range of artworks they have on their website. In the Read We Trust, thanks for the Prime support. For shipping your Bezo bucks this way, I appreciate it. This sideboard has too many cards for control in it. So I'm going to go ahead and trim some of these and get some Moment of Cravings in here, I think. Just some extra anti-aggro cards so we can maybe not die. Cast down in there as well. Let's export this and play another match or two. Yeah, Moment of Craving is a very good card in general. The fact that it like kills the thing and then gains you some life back to undo a bird spell is fantastic. Bast, checking in for the 4th month in a row. Thank you very much and welcome back. I appreciate it. Thanks for keeping me around. This probably... Is this keepable? I guess it's like Thought Erasure and lands that cast my spells. Probably keepable. I guess these Primal Tides are like the most castable by Reanimate targets, so like eventually I'll be able to just pay mana for them. Huh. Jeskai legendary stuff. I'm gonna take their treasure map here. I'm gonna bin that land, I think. Of course you can get a timeout to celebrate the sub. Thank you for the support. Kaya's Wrath, probably not particularly good here. There's something weird with the notifications right now, Reed. Twitch just redid how all of those work. Maybe it was greedy to bin this 5th land when I had Concoct in my hand. Maybe. Very possible. Alright, dream big. It even lets us cast Kaya's Wrath next turn. How perfect. Easy clap. Turn 5 Dino. I guess this is turn 6 technically because we missed a land drop. Don't play an Ixalan's Binding. I assume they're just mousing over this because they're trying to figure out what all the keyword soup does. And then next turn I get to cast Primal Tide. Wrath the Wrath. Alright, so do I Primal Tide or do I just jam Kaya's Wrath here? What are the odds I die next turn? It's pretty low that I die next turn, right? I want to just Primal Tide. Listen, chat, if we Wrath, the dinosaurs can't assert dominance over the dragons. This is a territorial standoff, okay? The dinosaurs are asserting dominance. See, you just gotta stare them. You gotta stare them in the eyes and just be like, listen, you understand what's going on here. Show dominance. Don't take your eyes off the prize. Morning, little Bappy. For folks who are just my regulars during the week, I did stream a long segment yesterday, so there's a lot of great YouTube stuff up there from that too. If you're looking for good standard stuff, or if you like Green, Black, Rock, and Modern, we did a league with Green, Black, Rock, and Modern to start yesterday off. Don't worry about what's right, worry about what's fun. That's definitely a theme with what we have going on here. Yikes. Alright, and eventually ditches this. Sweet. Alright, I think I want to lead on Discovery here still. Perfect. Opponent searching for some treasure. Reanimator in Magic is jargon to refer to taking creatures from your discard pile and putting them into play via a spell. So the Concoct spell is what we would refer to as a reanimation spell, because it takes creatures out of your graveyard and puts them back into play directly. I think the climb deck's fine. If you watched yesterday, you heard me give my thoughts on it. Always do a wrap up at the end. This deck needs more Gristlebrand. I mean, we have like a dinosaur version of Gristlebrand, kinda. I'll leave that there for now. It's Discovery plus chart this turn. So maybe it's just me, but every time I see Jund Whirler on stream, I get PTSD to Whirler Virtuoso. I think I actually want both of those. Maybe I could have ditched the land there. Yeah, maybe I could have ditched the land there. If Mortify to potentially answer a Niv here. They bricked on a land this turn. Well, they chose not to have a land, so they have 6 spells in their hand at the moment, which is a little scary. I mean, you need the bombs in order to have your concocts go off, Chalky. So this deck, unlike the deck we played yesterday, is trying to be more all in on the reanimation plan. The deck we played yesterday was trying to be more interactive first, to be a control deck first and a reanimation deck second. This deck is trying to be linear and only reanimate, was the request of the person who submitted it. So we are doing as they want. It's about to be like instant speed shall I counter my Mortify. There aren't other reanimate spells, JVL. Like Eldritch Reborn's really slow and clunky. Interesting. They must have another blocker here then, right? The other thing to consider, Chalky, about the amount of threats that we're playing is Ganache is a card that we're trying to enable. So without having a high density of dinosaurs in our deck, we're not going to be able to hit with Ganache consistently. It's something that we're looking to do as well. Do this. Okay, just put this into play for now. I'm not gonna attack Thief of Sanity into a possible Shifts Captain here. So far, we've not had problems with the volume of reanimation spells in our deck. So again, please be problem answer based when you are proposing things that you'd want to see happen to the deck list. You think this is a problem and we're solving it by doing this. Having a high density of dragon threats makes the Sun's avatar much better. Now, if they have a ship's captain to block here, they have to burn 2 treasures to do it, and I'm okay with that. Yeah, everything goes to the YouTube channel. That's not historically true, Banza. You're thinking about formats like Modern and Legacy. In Standard, Unburial Rites was a 5-mana reanimation spell that was very successful in its time. Whip was also a thing. So... we keep drawing the thing we want to put in the bin. Zacama is just a 9/9. Is a 9/9 vigilance, trample, whatever that gains us life. With reach, yeah, trample, reach, vigilance, and then it can gain some life. Seems fine. Nah, I don't really like Singleton, Bob. Nah, not my jam. I've got like 50 plus standard decks in my queue, and I need to find a standard deck to play on Wednesday. Deck lists for that are due tomorrow morning, so. Oh, that's a good one. Get in my bin. Red instead of white for Tormenting Voice. Well, again, don't just add cards that are on theme, because there's infinite cards on theme. How does Tormenting Voice solve a problem that we have? And how is Tormenting Voice different than just playing Shard, of course? Those would be my two questions for you. So be problem answer focused. This is a problem, this is how we answer it. Dig for Concoct for next turn. Since I have one of these in my bin already. Yeah, Chart of Course doesn't demand that you have the thing in your opener, and it's much better against counterspells, right? Being able to hardcast this card has also been relevant more than once. Yeah, the fact that we can hardcast 7 of our fatties has been useful. Yeah, that seems fine. Mortify this, that way I can Thought Erasure them. Because I can't Thought Erasure them while Shalai's in play, because Shalai gives them hexproof. Alrighty, yikes. Sure, Freelancer. I'm just saying, like, you're suggesting we add a color to try and solve a problem that we don't have. You're saying this might be a problem. Well, before you decide to, like, fundamentally change everything that's going on, like, make sure it's actually a problem. I kind of feel like I wouldn't mind more Charter Course in this deck. I do think that people talking about maybe wanting more discard outlets are right, but I don't think we want to splash a color, dude. I think we want to max on Charter Course before we get there. So I think I'm going to go up to 4 of these. I'm going to cut the one random Eldest Reborn because it's kind of slow and mopey. I'm going to trim a Chemister's Insight too. I'm going to trim one of those. Getting more of these on the cheap helps us find Connive faster as well. Yeah, you could also play Radical Idea. There are a ton of really good discard outlets without splashing in and changing the fundamental base of the deck. Thanks. I'm happy with the hair too. It turned out really well. Lellum, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate that. There's a lot of great people you could ship that to. Thanks for sending it my way this month. Easy mulligan. there's definitely something to be said for getting to play a bunch of copies of Kaya's Wrath in a deck that's proactive like this one. Like, that's not something that often happens. No worries, Red Mage. Thanks for the 14 months. They're missing land drops, so I'm going to go ahead and just kill 2 of their lands here. Keeping the second Concoct on top might have been greedy, but I think I want it. Alrighty, well, we need a land for next turn. So I'm gonna go ahead. Actually, I don't even need a land next turn because search is gonna flip guaranteed since I played the second search. How many money do I have to put in this game to make it competitive? Okay, it depends on what competitive deck you want to build. One of the things that's great about this current standard format is that there's decks like Mono Blue that are extremely competitive while also being extremely affordable. So Mono Blue you can build for 20 to 30 bucks usually, or Gates Control you can build for 20 to 30 bucks. If you want to build 3-color decks like this that have a lot of rare lands in them, usually these decks get up into the $100 to $150 range, somewhere in there. I think I want Lyra here. Slave Vance, thanks for the Prime support. I appreciate that. Welcome. All right, they're stumbling. So if they don't do anything too crazy, we're gonna get to Sun's Avatar on 5 potentially. All right. Maybe I'm just supposed to put the 9/9 down there, but I feel like not jamming the Sun's Avatar is like missed meme. Alright, so we need to not die next turn. Ooh, Mortify should help with that. Mortify is also going to help clear out a blocker potentially, which is nice. So that way the Sun's Avatar can hit for the full amount. So I'm just going to take this hit because if they play a blocker, I want to kill their blocker. So that way the Sun's Avatar looks at cards based on the amount of damage it deals. So I want to just deal the most damage as possible. Is it right to do this? It's probably right to do this, but I really just want a meme. I just want a meme on him, chat. You're a coward if you Kaya's Wrath. No gamble, no future, chat. No gamble, no gamble, no future. Trigger. All right, all right. All right, hopefully that's good enough. We had 10 looks there, right? We had like Surveil 3 to find more dinos, and then we had 7 looks off the Sun's Avatar trigger. All right, we're gonna wrap up by giving it one more shot in the ranked queue here, okay? Good game, Spherical Man. I think it's probably a mix of both, Sags. I don't think it's a stretch to say that best of 3 Magic is lower variance than best of 1 Magic. So players at the top are probably more inclined to be playing the lower variance format. I also think players at the top of the ladder are likely people who have been playing Magic for a long time, and people who have been playing Magic competitively for a long time are probably very comfortable with sideboarding. Penshrion with the second tier 3 subgift of the day. Thank you for your absurd generosity. I hope you're having a good one. That's a lot of tier 3s. Hope you're having a good one wherever you're at. I think I have to keep the other Connive Concoct here just so I have a critical mass of things to play through counterspells, ideally. Do I keep this Thought Erasure? I think I just need to dig for lands in Kaya's Wraths here. Alright. Yikes. Okay, I mean, getting a Spell Pierce used there doesn't seem like the Stone Cold worst. The fact that they spell pierced a Charter Course kind of implies to me that they had another one there. Yeah, I'd have to imagine this match is probably pretty close to unwinnable. Yeah. Which probably makes this a bad deck for playing at the top of the ladder here in Mythic. There's a lot of mono blue in Mythic. So I need to cut 8 cards here. Am I just supposed to cut the Reanimator package? I feel like I'm not. Maybe it's right to cut the uncastable ones. See, I feel like I don't need to full take the combo out. Even just like reanimating Lyra is fine here after she gets counterspelled. And like taking Connive is like plenty playable here. I think I want to do this. This seems fine. This is a flying one, so it blocks nicely. And this is castable. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna leave the 2 Zacamas in just because they have reach. Let's do this. Erasure. Perfect. So this is like the nuts, right? This is, we got the thing in the bin. We get to Thought Erasure to clear a counter spell. We've got Kaya's Wrath on 4, Concoct a 9/9, Reach on 5. If we don't win this on the play, we probably could never win a game of this matchup. I'm ready for them to draw Spell Pierce every turn for the next 3 turns. I'd encourage you to watch the video, Aura Swarm. We talk explicitly about that. Maybe they drew Wizard's Retort. Maybe. It's possible. Who's got 2 thumbs and isn't playing around to Spell Pierce? This guy right here. Oh, it feels so good. Why does it feel so good, chat? Oh, yeah. Oh. Oh. Watch them just untap and put the 3-mana enchantment on my creature. Just like big giant middle finger. Short of deep freeze. Oh, I forgot the 9/9 gains me life. That's true. I forgot the 9/9 unsummon incoming. They do play the creature that bounces creatures on occasion. Woo! This is why I got this one back. Bye, friends. Bye, friends. Thunk. Thunk. Nice board. It'd be a darn shame if I were to cast Plague Wind, wouldn't it? Circus. Search for Azcanta. What? That one. They turned their $70 deck into a $90 deck. Rawr! Rawr! Common sideboard card for Mono U and is the money list of the GP. Interesting. I am by no means a mono blue expert, so if the smart people are doing it, you should probably listen to them. Of course it flamples, Zach. This is keyword dino. This is the keyword dino. It doesn't lifelink or have haste. It's basically useless. Basically useless. Doesn't even have menace, and you call yourself an Elder Dino. Hey, what's going on, Apple Tunes? It is incredibly pink. I didn't want to half out, right? Like needed to be obviously pink. All right. We took a game off the mono blue menace. I think that's about all we could really ask for with this deck. We took a game off him. Why doesn't it band with other dinosaurs? Oh, old fogey. Oh, old fogey. I love that it is fate. Old fogey has phasing and echo. Just God bless. Cumulative upkeep. The fading 3. I love that they changed fading to vanishing and it's just like the same mechanic. Deal with the Jurassic Park deck. Listen, they should thank me for having to deal with my Jurassic Park deck, and it should be a buy for them. I'm gonna keep this. It's got lands, and it's got Kaya's Wrath on 4, and it's got a Charter Course to like filter through a little bit. How do I feel about the Nexus banning in best of 1? There we go. God bless commands. That's true. Vanishing is just like, whoa, did they keep a no-lander? Or did they do that by mistake? Thank you for the absurdly generous tier 3 resub. The Lost Lurgoyf, I appreciate that. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, got that sweet ranked win to close it out. All right, I think, other than the curve or lack thereof, depending on how you look at it, I kind of dig what this deck was doing. I think Chemister's Insight is probably some hot nonsense. I think Chemister's Insight's probably some hot nonsense. I think just play 4 Thought Erasure. I think if I felt like I needed more ways to get things into the bin besides Charter Course, Discovery, and Search for Azcanta, I'd probably just play Radical Idea as a way to jumpstart things in there. Charter Course definitely felt really good, and Charter Course, like Discovery, gives the deck a lot of consistency to find its Wraths, find its Concocts. I like the fact that we could cast 6 of our bombs. It felt very reasonable. And while the Sun's avatar is no Gristlebrand, it does a funny Gristlebrand impersonation, right? Hey, what's going on, CK? I appreciate the 3 months. Love you long time. Hopefully sub me long time. Thanks for the 3-month resub. I appreciate that. Welcome back. I think if you wanted more discard outlets, I would play Radical Idea, but I'm honestly not convinced that you need more discard outlets. All right, we are going to be moseying on along here. I need